Starting his career at New Mexico to play for the 12th exhibition season and is out for the year. So a lot of it will be your Booker, who just jumped it up for UCLA, the transfer from Michigan State. Wearing
plays here at UCLA versus what he did at Michigan State, being asked to be more of a 5, rebound, protect the paint, and run the court. Instruments that Munson has from playing here for so many years.
Here's Clark outside. It was Booker inside,
and it scored 20 a night last year at New Mexico. But to me, just the game manager, knowing when to get his own like that and when to get others involved. And I think,
and here comes Dent again. How many of those guys really exist?
Yeah.
As true point guards?
There's not a lot. I mean, there's a lot of guys that play point guards. Dent scores again. We know this about Mick Cronin's team, and we're talking a lot about offense here early as Bilodeau gets beat for the bucket. Turnovers from steals. UCLA's really not that team. They're just so good and so disciplined defensively that they turn the other team over hard. And that's obvious here right out of the chute that they're playing with great energy.
Kyrie Huey gives it up, and that bucket's good.
Guard him out there when he's on the perimeter.
Donovan Dent gives it up to Sky Clark. Now here's Booker. He's got the green light, and he connects in the mid-range.
He's really been working hard with him on is let's start with the inside stuff, and then when you get opportunities on the perimeter, you knock him in.
Moses hits.
He's had experience, played at UC Riverside, played in this building.
Sky Clark hits the triple. The threes. I don't even want to mention what we haven't had yet, Don. Here's Moses.
Right on, he walked into Albuquerque and was a superstar right off the bat. Like, it started slow for him, but he got better his second year and then so confident with the ball in their hands, either of them. I think Clark likes playing off the ball a little bit more than Dent does, but he can bring it up if you need him to. And if Clark's in that screen, you are not going to screen him.
Donovan Dent can't finish, tapped out. Not too many guys in their careers get to be coached by the two men that Booker's been coached by now, Tom Izzo and Mick Cronin. Yeah. There's the dunk against this UCLA defense. Sky Clark, extra pass from Brown. And down Trent Perry in the game off the bench with the outlet to Dent, and Dent creates the contact and the foul.
Absolutely should count, so I'm glad they changed that rule.
And Dent gets the free throw. Fantastic. A part of college basketball too, Donald. These exhibitions are on television or BTN Plus. You can watch them. You can see all these teams playing in big games.
That was the best story of that 3 years ago. And the fact that they won the Big West tournament, got into the NCAA tournament. He's been doing.
He started it out at Gonzaga, where he took the Zags to an Elite Eight. The foul, by the way, for UCLA was on Trent. 7 years there, and then 17 at Long Beach. Here's Bilodeau.
Trent Perry's made a jump this year in practice, and they're counting on him to play a bigger role. Showed flashes last year, but against a Mick Cronin coach team.
Dent, tough shot. Jamerson has never played in this building as a program. These two have met one time, came back in 2011.
UCLA thought they'd see some zone from Eastern Washington. It's been pretty effective. Clark.
Bilodeau has not scored yet for UCLA in his 4 attempts. Here's Dent with a gorgeous move. Perry. Dent just finding his way to the rim again.
Changing speeds. You think you're sitting on one speed and he changes it.
Isaiah Moses, after the turnover, lays it in.
UCLA's got to either get the ball in the middle or get that thing moving. There you go, inside out.
Dent open look. UCLA is 2 of 8. It's the same thing you were saying about Tiger Campbell. Just because he's not an NBA player,
right,
doesn't mean he doesn't look plus percent. Three-point shooter for Marvin Menzies at Kansas City last year.
And longer UCLA continues to not make threes and turn it over like they did there. You're going to see Eastern Washington stay in the zone.
They haven't shot the three great either, but they've made one more than UCLA. Perry answers. Alton Hamilton splits the defense and scores.
Stepped right through and made the layup. Booker's got to get tight to Dent so that there's no gap in there.
Perry back-to-back baskets. Last year as a freshman, now the double comes. Nearly creates a turnover. Shot clock low. And a basket. 3 and then a 2 on the last 2 UCLA possessions. Bilodeau tries to beat the zone with it as well. Bilodeau made 40% last year. Now here's Dent running. Dent puts it up, and Jamerson gets fouled.
Program to set the tone for the new guys, whether they're young or old.
Bilodeau, now he's got it going.
Some for UCLA out of that timeout.
Long guard, yep, and a good find, and Powell. Bilodeau battles and gets it. Radford's down on the floor. Now he gets up. Open man, open three. In
time on football, but see Rafe back in the house.
Nice find again. They were preseason picked 5th in the Big Sky, a 10-team league. Here's Perry, misses it all on a 3. Jamerson there.
Someone else.
Xavier Booker comes in. Perry passes up the 3, steps in for the 2.
Like that.
Immediate.
Haven't seen Sky Clark in a while. I wonder if there was something that Mick Cronin didn't like. As he makes something good happen.
Dent, no, tap, Booker got it down. Tough turnaround shot is good for Sky Clark. Xavier Booker, now Donovan Dent. Wow, 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 wow. Washington, here comes Sky Clark. Clark had 8 points in the first half. Brown rattles in a 3. Huey gets fouled, and he'll go to the.
The good news is he doesn't have to.
Booker fouled on the
FGAs and trying to get 30, 35 points because nothing else is working. Unusual.
You wonder, would the perimeter defense suffer this year? You lose Kobe Johnson, who was all to the line 454 times, 6.5 attempts per game.
That's a lot. Get that foul and knock him down because he's probably going to be open.
Extra pass to Bilodeau, and he hits the 3 from Clark. Close quickly. Shot clock's at 5. Moses, no, and Anderson cut off. Marquardt, that might have been bothered well. Clark all the way to the rim. Half. Over the years, Randy Richardson and Nate.
Yep, and that came across early to us last year for sure.
There's Booker with the basket. Got to get together at his memorial service a couple of weeks ago in Chicago, and as painful as it was, they also said it was a beautiful.
Defensive energy's picked up, and I think it looks like there was talk about let's speed this game up a little bit and try and take advantage of it. Real game for UCLA this year.
It has to be tough, you know, the position he's in. Great block there from Jamar Brown. Clean up in the tough for a young player to fit in.
Playing behind good players.
Yeah. Booker the rebound. Booker converts it. 6th ball. Moses gives it up, and it goes down for Alton Washington. This is the first of a stretch in which they play 7 of 8 on the road. Brown around and around and around. And
right shoulder with his right hand.
Eric Freeney is.
I think that was a pass to Booker that got deflected.
Anderson, who deflected it. Bilodeau racing with him. Dent will take it himself. Booker the cleanup.
From the floor.
It's interesting listening to Mick Cronin talking about him. Anderson another. Back to Booker. Now Dent free for a 3.
Second time in a row. Impact the game in a positive way, and Booker is doing that here in the second half.
Now it's Bilodeau. Michigan's one of those, right? Adai Mara, the former Bruin, had a double-double at 12 and 12 tonight for Michigan. Dusty Mays going back to the bigs.
Think about that. If they could play Lendeboard, Mara.
Here's a clean look for Radford.
Under 9 to go.
You mentioned they were picked 5th in the Big Sky. Montana picked to win the league. Montana State represented time today. Here comes Trent Perry. Perry looking to create, instead commits a foul.
Fouls here with under 7 minutes to go.
Eastern Washington shooting 50% for the game. Tough finish inside. Made a couple plays on the defensive end. And now Bilodeau from Booker.
So for an even easier finish.
3 assists for Booker. to add to his stat line. There's Anderson again. Against a historic program, and not to mention, forget about all the history, 12th ranked team in the country, UCLA. And there's no part of Eastern.
Gave Eastern Washington some confidence. They've kept it going here deep into this game.
Marquardt hits the three, 7.
Well, whether or not they win the game tonight, Dan Munson's got to be proud of the effort of his.
And they are picked again to be the team that wins the league. Trent Perry with the basket. 11. In fact, all 5 of them are on the floor right now.
UCLA will use most of the shot clock.
Clark with the turnaround. 15-11 came in the first half. He thought about it, then he saw the mismatch. And Sky Clark is whistled for the foul, his 4th.
Coach, that you get the win first and foremost, but now you'll have your team and score clock management take it down a little bit longer.
A nice given score for Hamill. Couple tonight, and now Dent's going to break out. He'll take it the other way to score, and UCLA's up by. Moses will heave a 3 in and out. Marquardt will bring him to by a good free throw shooter. Perry was 86% last year, and there's a basket for Hamill, and they are 1-0.
Well, here played hard right from the jump and kept it close all night.